welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel, whichever one it may be. And if you are new here, please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and join me in this wonderful vampire cat tribe we have going on here. Vampire cat tribe. Anyway, I decided to show my face, so hi. Again, I actually did my makeup. Look, see, that's all I do. I know, and I'm too, I can't be bothered doing that some days. It's not like it's hard. It's really, I'm so bad. I'm so sad. Anyway, so today I am going to be doing another kit up video, and I'm going to be kitting up the diamond painting that I'm going to work on for the month of February, and I'm going to be joining the Diamond Paint with Friends this month. It'll be my first time doing it, so this will be fun to diamond paint with all my fabulous YouTube friends and other friends. If you want to join us, diamond paint along with us. This is being run by Enza's Diamond Painting Gallery. I believe I just had to check it up. Shenanigans with the Bergs just posted what everybody's doing and what month everybody's doing. So I believe it was Enza's Diamond Painting Gallery for this month, and it's Love is in the Air for the month of February. So I'm going to be doing a kit called Together We Are Magic. But first, it's Friday, so it's Spotlight Cat Day. So let's go ahead and look at my Spotlight Cat of today. This will be cat number 2. All right, well, she's currently grooming herself, and she does have a little bit of a bare belly going on there. We're going to talk to the vet about that. But anyway, this is Socks. Socks is the sister to Cookie, or at least we think they're sisters. They were the 2 cats in the cage together when we went to adopt a cat. And when we walked in, we were expecting to adopt one cat, not 2. 1. And anyway, Cookie was yelling and screaming and throwing a little bit of a little kitten fuss. So we said, oh, we're going to check her out. And the woman at the shelter said, well, you know, today is buy one, get one day. You can adopt for just $10. I hope I'm not covering the microphone there. My hand was over the edge, and so I had to change that. Anyway, we were like, oh, okay. Well, let's just check these 2 out then, because they're in the cage together and we can't leave the one alone in the cage. I mean, they were just 3-month-old kittens. So we got to take the 2 back to a room. We interacted with them. It was fun. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I think when they were babies, they were so cute. I mean, they're still cute. She's still cute, right? She's still cute. She has the biggest eyes, too. Like, look at those eyes compared to her face. They're huge. They're absolutely huge. That is Socks' unique feature, is her eyes. Otherwise, she's a pretty normal cat. Like, she's been just kind of basic. She's quiet. She does have a game she plays with my husband. She actually sounds like she's saying the word gang when she's meowing. So she and him kind of play a game of ganging back and forth at each other. It's really kind of funny. If I ever get a video of it, I'll show it to you. But it's hilarious because she'll just be sitting there and he'll just like come around the corner and he'll be like, gang, and she'll be like, oh, gang, right back at him. Like, it's just funny. Anyway, this is Socks, and she was the 2nd addition to our family, because she was a tag along with Cookie with the buy one, get one cat for, you know, $10. So Socks got to get a family too, because Cookie did, and we couldn't leave the one kitten in the cage alone. Honestly, we couldn't. So their story is that they were found at Walmart, and sorry for my Christmas decoration there. I know it's still up, and I need to take it down, but I'm working on it. It's not like it's that hard. I just need to take it down. I took down the tree. That's down. But I have to find a new box for the rest of my Christmas decorations. So That's why the rest aren't down yet, because I need to get another bin to put them in. And yeah, I have one. I just have to take it out. So anyway, back to socks. So their story is that they were found in a Walmart. I think they were found by the dumpster in a box or something like that. And there was the whole group of kittens. So it was Socks and Cookie. And then across the way from them, there were 2 other kittens. And they were boys. So that's why they weren't with them. So we got the girls and left the boys. I'm sure they were fine. I feel like kittens get adopted. Now, black cats do tend to have a harder time getting adopted. And honestly, I love my black cat. Like, I would always choose a black cat from now on, because she's just been wonderful. Like, she's just an amazingly awesome cat. And she's fun. So anyway, that is socks. So I hope you've enjoyed these 4 minutes of this video. And let's go ahead and get on to what today is and see the diamond painting, Together We Are Magic. Okay. So here is Together We Are Magic. This is beautiful. Just a couple of unicorns snuggling with some butterflies. It's absolutely beautiful. And this is a Diamond Art Club by the artist Jody Bergsma. I'm pretty sure I've done a kit for before, but anyway, this is Together We Are Magic. And it is what I am doing for February Diamond Paint with Friends. Love is in the air. There's Rebel. He wants to go out. He does not understand raining. He's trying so hard. He wants to go outside, but I'm like, you can't because it's raining and we need to seal the roof on the porch. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the kit up of this particular kit. That's 52 colors, so all right, this is fun. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it or not, but I'm gonna give it a good go. Okay, I hope my phone wasn't like in that position the whole time. I'm pretty sure I set it up right, so I'm hoping it was, but I just realized it was not in landscape, it was portrait, so I don't know. Anyway, I got a bag of bags. I always keep extra bags with my round spares because there's this like spot in my round spares that I can store stuff. So I always keep them there. And there we go. Now these are a little bit staticky, or the bags are staticky. And I don't have a lot of stickers, so I'm hoping I don't need too many, because I don't have a lot of stickers left. I'll have to get more of these stickers. They're just little stickers. You get them at like any. So I will put you to the side, and then I'm going to put that into the top of the container when I'm done, because that's what I do. I keep them there. But my trash is there right now, so I'm not going to bother moving it. Anyway, when I went to get the bags, I walked past the bathroom because I was hearing a noise in the bathroom that sounds like someone opening and shutting a door. One of my cats likes to open and close the cabinet door because it makes a funny noise when she does it. And when I went in, she wasn't next to the cabinet. So I was like, what? And there were 2 cats outside of the bathroom that could have been the culprits, but don't normally do that. And she was sitting in the tub, and someone, her or someone else, had pulled the shower curtain down from the tub. So I was like, what are you guys doing? What is going on? And she was sitting in the tub looking all, you know how cats look when they're like, I did something wrong? She totally looked like that. Like, oh, it was my fault. I messed up. It was me. And like, I would never do anything to my cats, but I was just like, really? Like, really? So now I'm gonna have to set the curtain back up. It's no big deal. I don't mind. But I was just like, it's not like her to be a troublemaker either. Like, she is my sweet, non-troublemaking cat. except for banging on the bathroom door. Yeah, these have a little bit of static in them. If it starts to get bad, I will get... I can't get a dryer sheet. I don't have any. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. I don't know what happened to my dryer sheets, because... You know what? Maybe they're in with the clothespins. So if I need them, I can go get them. Hopefully I won't need them. Anyway. Yeah, she's not normally my troublemaker. So that's why I'm like, what is going on? She bangs the door, the cabinet, like I said, but that's about all she does. The first time she did that, man, it freaked the crap out of me because I was home alone. And I was like, what is going on? But it was just her. It was just her. You know how creepy it is when you're home alone and you hear a noise in your house that you've never heard before? Yeah. Oh, my husband's up. He just walked right on through. All right. Next up, we have 139, and this is a beautiful AB. It's a gray AB. So pretty. So that'll be up here. Now, there's only 2 ABs in this kit. I thought this was a newer kit, though. Oh, no, we'll see. There's only 2 ABs, though. Yeah, so, but then, when I came back out, I was walking back with the bags to here, where I'm working, and my big cat, he's sitting on the counter, and, like, we've never done anything. We just, you know, like, have tried to work with them to train them to stay down off the counters, but now that we're in a new place, we haven't really enforced that rule. We did in our old house, you know, like they got on the counters, we had them get down, we gave them a treat, and, you know, like we really worked on the word get down so they know that. But we haven't enforced it here. And he was sitting on the counter and he had this look on his face like, oh, no, I'm not supposed to be here. No, like I said, we never... With him, it was never an issue either. He was just one of those cats that just kind of, you know, like you taught him. Like I had him do it a couple of times with the get down when he was up on the counter. Like, oh, get down, gave him a treat, gave him a love. And that was generally all I ever needed to do with him. So I'm sure if I just told him to get down and he's on the counters, like he'd probably get down. We have one counter that we're really not enforcing it with because we have a fish tank on it right now. And fish tanks are kind of cat TV. So we just let them go on this. It's like a bar on the end. And we don't eat on it. We don't use it right now. Maybe we will in the future, but currently we don't. Yeah, so yeah. Just walk back through. Yeah, I don't know if I have any. Oh man, these, you know what was interesting is the AB wasn't an issue, but this regular drill, this purple one, is really staticky. And so far, that one, I can see that there's less in the bag than the other ones. So maybe we're finally getting to a point where I won't have to worry about the bags. Rebel. Rebel was just there. Did you see Rebel? No, you can't see Rebel. Not anymore, because I zoomed in. Ugh. All right, and the cats are all upset because they can't go outside because it's raining. I don't want wet fur. It's not fun. And Peanuts, he's on that counter right now, but he's not looking at the fish. He's looking the other way. All right. Got some that fell out. And because of the static, they're kind of bouncing everywhere. All right, there we go. They're not horrible. They're definitely manageable. All right, 318. You have 2. Oh, that was 3042. This one has 2 bags. So what I do is I'm just going to cut it and leave one off to the side until I need it later. Because why open it now? All right. Oh, that one right in the tray. Beautiful. Look at, see, like some of them are just being friendly to me as far as the static. Now I'm putting that in the tray directly because of the static. Glad I chose not to try a, what do you call those? A funnel, because the ones I have just, like, they become super static cling. No matter what you do to them, they become super static cling. Yeah. All right, that was 318. Let's see what's next. We have 161. It's 161. This is nice, like periwinkle blue. It's like a dark periwinkle. Almost dusty blue. I don't know, but it's a dark color. As you can see, you're probably like, that's not periwinkle. No, but it has that look too. Okay, so that's weird. That one, I guess because there was 2 bags of it, it went into the... Okay. So, I'm writing the number so I don't forget. Before, take the number. Sometimes my fingers just don't want to work. Put that in the trash. All right. Why is it raining today? I need to go to the dump. But it's raining. Anyway, yeah, both my cats just had that look on their face like they've done something wrong. Like, you haven't, in theory, done anything wrong. Why you both look guilty? That's what I'm thinking. Guilty. I don't know. That's interesting. All right, next up. 808. See, like, it's not causing me too much headache to work on them. 803. I'm like, there is no 808. There's an 803. So, I went through. When we moved, I kind of stopped kitting down. Like, I was kitting up in some cases, but I kind of stopped kitting down. And I had a bunch, and I mean a bunch of kits that I finished. And I had all of them and still kit up. And I was like, I really got to tackle this. So I found my spares. I found my round spares first. And I started with one kit. Like, man, kitting down is one of my least favorite parts of diamond painting. I will say that. And I generally will save spares that I just noticed this is a square diamond painting. Oh. I didn't really want to do a square, but you know what? It's fine. I just kind of buy diamond paintings based upon what I like the look of and whether they're round or square. So I need to put these spares in this thing because they're starting to... This table that I'm working on, it's only a TV tray, so it's not very big. And I don't really have a lot of space. My parents, they got rid of my desk. The one I spent time fixing up. They got rid of it. It's gone. Yeah. They did that with a lot of our stuff. Like, we are discovering that there is a lot of stuff that we're like, where's this? And then I'm like, you know what? I bet you my parents got rid of it. Now, I will admit that we have not entirely finished unpacking. Oh, okay. But for the most part, I know what's in the rest of the boxes. And there's not a desk in those boxes. So they got rid of the desk, which, you know, like I probably agreed to back when we were in the process of moving, but now I'm like, I don't have a desk to work on, and I currently don't have a table to work on because we have to go to Home Depot to get a nut for the table because my dad lost the nut to the table. So we can't set the table up because we're missing a very crucial piece to putting the table together. Yeah. So it's been a struggle. Like, I love my parents, but my dad he's suffering from early onset dementia. So it's, you know, like it's even more of a struggle with him because you'll ask him, hey, did you see this? And he will say like, nope, haven't seen it, don't know where it is. And then later you find out he was the one who moved it. Yeah, but you know what? I love him, so we'll deal with it. All right. Oh, I made it to the white AB. This is a classic AB. And I should go through my AB spares and see if there's any that I would like to use in this kit. Like, I'm thinking some of these dark purples and stuff might look really good as ABs. Why did I just do that? Put the tray over there instead of the bag. I don't know. But anyway, this one has 3 bags. This white AB. And I know I have a couple of dark purple ABs. 141. It might look really nice with this. I think a fairy dust would look fantastic with this. Ooh. I am at 10% battery. That's not good. How did that happen? I charged my phone. Great. Well, I'll go until the phone cuts out, or I can go get a cord, but then I won't have the microphone, which, you know what, it's fine. I can plug in and charge while I'm sitting here, and that will be fine. So I'll go ahead and get a cord to charge my phone so I can keep working on this. Let's go ahead and finish this color so I don't get lost. Because, you know, that would happen. I'm also running out of, I really hope I'm going to have more than 3 more, I think. We'll see. I'm going to grab some extra stickers anyway. Just got some new stuff for my, my spares because I needed more of the stuff that I use for my spares. And I know there's stickers in there, so I will grab that. They're going to be different stickers, but it's okay. You know what? It's okay. It'll only stress me out a little bit. I don't have OCD. So, we will see. All right, be right back. All right, now, I should sound different, I think. I should watch my videos and see if I do. Let's see. I don't know how this is going. There we go. So, yeah, I got a power cord. I've got some new stickers to continue on. I have plenty of bags. Like, that wasn't an issue. The baggies was not an issue. And at some point, I'm not going to need it anymore because Diamond Art Club usually goes by the amount of drills in their bags. And so at some point it's going to get to a point where I won't need to do this anymore. But there's a lot. It's a big canvas. I will say that. It's pretty big. It is 22 by 29 inches. That is 55 by 73 centimeters. Wow, that is big. What did I just do? 3747. 3747. Okay. So yeah, it's a pretty big canvas. I thought I had added a lot to my stash because, you know, I've been trying not to purchase, but I can't say that I've been completely in a no buy. And, you know, like I will purchase a canvas if I really feel like it's one that I would enjoy and want to work on, or just in general, sometimes I will purchase a canvas or like something that someone in my family will like, or, you know, something that my husband likes. And then I will purchase a canvas in that regard. I try to look at them as, is this something I will enjoy working on? Is this something that someone in my family would really enjoy or like? And is this something, you know, in that, so then when I'm actually ordering the canvas, I'm not just ordering a bunch of canvases. I'm ordering stuff that I know that personally I would either enjoy working on or I would enjoy gifting. So that makes it better. I hope we get to a point where I don't need this. Like this one per se. I love horses. Love horses. I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but I grew up horseback riding. I horseback rode. Well, I probably still would if I had the ability to, or a horse to ride. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't lean on the table. I really need to get a desk. I'm gonna have to just bite the bullet and get a desk. I haven't yet because the room's not set up completely, but we're gonna get a pod because we need to have the floors redone. So we're gonna get a pod and put stuff in the pod here and there from the rooms to get the floors done so that we don't have a whole bunch of stuff in the rooms. Not saying that we have a lot of stuff in our rooms, because we really don't. Like this room right here, I would say furniture wise, it has a good amount of furniture, the one that I'm in. This is our main living room. So we have our TV, and we have a pretty giant TV now. And then we have a pretty giant couch, but it's not too overwhelming for the room. Like, I think this room would do better with a smaller couch set where you could do a couch, a love seat, and a chair. But I struggle with when we go to stores and stuff, if the salesperson is at all pushy in any way, I struggle with saying no. And so does my husband. So we're not a good fit in this regard. So the couch that we have isn't particularly what either of us would have wanted or gotten. But it's what we have. It also really stinks in here now, so I think one of my cats used the litter box. That's great. We gotta go to litter box in here too. So the only time you smell it is after they've directly used it. Otherwise, you know, you'd see it and you'd know it was there, but you don't smell it. So yeah, so when we went to the furniture store, we told the woman what we were looking for, and she said, oh, I have this perfect couch and it's really popular. It wasn't like, it was what you had in mind, but not entirely what you had in mind. And when you see it in the store, it's different because it's in the store, it's in the big store and everything. So I wanted a couch, you know, with a chaise lounge on the end. Really? We can't make this little amount fit? Can I make it fit? Not really. Let's see. You know what I did? I did. But I'm not going to. That's fun. So, you know, like you're seeing it in the store and you're like, yeah, you know, like it's comfortable. It's kind of what we were looking for. It was on the big side. And, you know, like we hadn't fully discussed what we were looking for together, which was, you know, not a good idea. Like you should do that before you go in and purchase anything. So we hadn't fully discussed, and I feel like the salesperson wanting to make a sale really kind of pushed the couch on us. Oh, it's modular. You can do this, you can do that. But it's huge. Like, it's absolutely huge. So, it's a nice couch, don't get me wrong. Like, it's a really nice couch, and it's really comfortable. So, it's in that regard, it's nice. It's just, for the room, I do think it would look better with a couch set. It would look better with a love seat and a couch and a chair. And we probably will get a chair at some point, but that means that we're going to have to get a new fridge for the kitchen. And the fridge we have came with the house. Like, it's huge too. It's just like, why all this giant furniture? Like, why does furniture have to be giant lately? I don't know. So we do have another couch, and we could, in theory, switch the couches around and get a love seat and a chair to go with the other couch. It's a little bit of a lot of work, but you know, it's something we could, in theory, do, because the other couch is in our spare room currently. And that one is a pull-out couch. Now I am running out of a bag piece. Oh my gosh. Why are you so... Because you're huge. That's why. Because you're just absolutely huge. Like everything else. Bigger the better, right? No, I don't always agree with that. I mean, our TV, we kind of did that. So. I'm also thinking we should move the room around a little bit and rearrange it, but... Yeah, our other couch is a normal size pull-out couch. It's just, it's not as comfortable as this one. I'll give it that, because it is a pull-out couch, so it's not as comfortable. It's also newer, so it's not as worn in. We've, you know, sat on this one a bunch. It's starting to feel like a couch again. All right, so 3, 7, 5, 6. 3 bags for this one. I don't know why I'm talking about this stuff, but yeah, I guess it's, you know, what thought process is furniture. So, yeah, I don't know what to do. We're not in a position right now to get new furniture. And I know we probably could, at some point, sell this couch and just get a new couch set that we like. Or that calls to us. Like, he's already picked out a chair. And we gotta go get the chair at some point. Get him his chair. But I don't know whether to do, what to do as far as that. The couch. As for the rest of the furniture, we really just got the TV stand, and a couple of shelving units. And then I have a end table to go next to the couch. And then we have a spot where our dining table was gonna be, because, you know, like when you first come into a house and you set up the room, you look at the room and you're just like, okay, this is how it would work the best. So right now our TV is blocking a window, which is fine, but there is a wall where the TV would fit as a whole. I gotta move my stash and then I gotta go find more baggies. This is fun. I apparently stole the baggies from this one already, so I have baggies. I have lots of baggies. You know we all do. Put this in here. Yeah, there we go. And I will be right back with baggies. Okay, I'm back with the baggies. And that took a little longer than I expected it to, because one of my cats was in the room. And I gave him some love as I was going into the room. What's going on here? I feel like there's two. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna split you up a little bit here. I'm gonna split this one up. Split it there. I'm gonna finish making my noise here. Sit. There we go. Anyway, he was in the room and I gave him some love. Then I went and grabbed the bags and he came back and I gave him some more love. Well, he decided he didn't want me to leave. He was like, you can just stay. So he grabbed my hand and pulled me back every time I went to leave. I was like, okay, I guess he wants some attention right now. It's kind of fun though. So anyway, yeah, I do feel like our living room needs a little bit of rearranging. Just a little bit. I feel like if we get the new fridge, which I gotta remeasure the space. So if we get a new fridge, a smaller fridge than the one that we have now, we can get, and look, I go to grab the bag of baggies, watch, I won't even need it now. Right? Isn't that the way life is? You finally go do something, and now I think I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit, because like it's nice being zoomed in, but let's just zoom out just a little bit, and that way when I go more in each direction, I'll be seen a little bit better on the camera. So if we get the smaller fridge, which could just be a regular standard freezer on top fridge, but I'd really like a freezer on side fridge that I could connect up to the sink and have an ice maker and water and stuff automatically. So if we get that, then we'll be able to move the table once I get to Home Depot and get a nut for it into the kitchen itself, because right now we can't put the table in the kitchen because there's a giant fridge in the kitchen. We measured it. It's only 34 inches, so it's not the most giant fridge, but it's still, it's a pretty big fridge. And it's not, I mean, it looks a little beat up. There's some scuffing on it and stuff. Like, it came with the house, so it is what it is. And it works. So honestly, I should try to sell it rather than, no, because then somebody ends up with that issue of there's stuff missing from the inside of the fridge. Like there's shelves missing, there's drawers missing, there's stuff missing. And for us, it'd just be to replace it. There is a possibility that we could move the fridge. Maybe we'd have to saw off some of the counter, but if I can gain 2 inches of space on the from the counter, area. Then we could fit the fridge in the space where the fridge is technically supposed to go. Although no, it wouldn't work there. You know what? This particular type of fridge wouldn't work in that space. Like, in order to put a fridge there, it would have to be your everyday average fridge with the freezer on the top. Because you wouldn't be able to open the door. Honestly, my kitchen just needs redesign. Does anybody know a good contractor? A good contractor that could come and help us out. Yeah, our kitchen just needs a redesign. I don't think there's anything we can do. So maybe I should just get a big pantry for that space instead of a fridge. You know, like a 33-inch pantry. Put that in there instead. Leave the fridge where it is. Change the way the fridge is placed. I don't know. Because then we'd have to leave the dining table in the living room. Which, you know, whatever, it's fine. You really can't put anything. It's like, I just feel like I wanted a big kitchen. I did. But I feel like the way the kitchen was designed, there's a lot of wasted space. Vertically, as well as horizontally. And then where the furnace is, it's taking up a lot of the kitchen space as well. And yeah, I just don't feel like this kitchen has the best design. You know, someday we do hope to either like get a new house or something, so just make this work for now. We could use a pantry though, and a place to put the microwave and coffee makers and stuff like that. Like, I haven't unpacked half of my appliances because quite literally you put 2 on the counter and you're done. So we got the coffee pot, and then we got an espresso maker, and the microwave isn't even on the counter. So really we just need a space, and we can't, there's no, it's hard because there was no real place to put dishes. Like, you have one cabinet you could put dishes. Honestly, this is almost worse than the 1950s house. As far as storage. Now, someone hand-built all the cabinets. The cabinets were actually, like, hand-built into the kitchen. So they're kind of, you know, like, trying to be fancy. But at the same time, they're just not utilizing the space well. I don't know. Kitchen needs a redesign. I guess, what do you expect? It's not horrible. At least I have counter space. I just would have liked more counter space. Like, average counter space. I don't even feel like there's average counter space. And all of the counter space is below cabinets. Like, there's no open counter space. Except on that little island thing that I was talking about. Yeah, look. Haven't needed a single bag. Went for the bag of bags. Haven't needed a single one. Rebel's also lost his mind. He's pissed off because he can't go outside. I don't know if you're allowed to say that one. Is that one of the one that we've come so desensitized to that it doesn't matter, that word? How many words have we become so desensitized? Like, even the F-bomb now is starting to be said more and more often. Like, I hear it so much more often. And that is one word that I always avoided as much as possible. And I honestly, I don't like to hear it. I don't really don't like to hear, especially in music. There is no reason why that word needs to be in songs. None whatsoever. It doesn't. And I will say become desensitized to the others. But for some reason, they just don't bother me as much. I guess because of what they actually mean. And why did we make them a swear word? You know, because, like, one's a female dog. Why did we decide to make it a swear word? Like, we didn't make a female horse a swear word. Like, you can still say mare. Or what's a female cat? A queen? Like, yeah. So I don't know. Why female dog? Do we look down on dogs so much? Can't tell you. I don't know the history behind this. All right. We are getting there on this, and yeah, I have not. Now this set, maybe it'll be different, and I'll need my baggies. Oh, really? Oh no, I found where the wax went. I feel like I do need to pick up this room a little bit. It's getting a little out of, excuse me, Rockstar, Jesus. Yeah, my kitten is playing. He is actually playing. Normally he just sits there and meows at me, but I pretty much ignored him this morning because I'm not letting him go outside. So he's actually playing, and he's not trying to play with the other cats. He's just playing with himself. I should play with him today. Get out his favorite toy and we should play together. He'd like that. With them going outside, they run around more, so I don't worry about it as much because they're, you know, running back and forth and they're getting their exercise, and then he goes for walks with me, but we probably won't be doing that today with the rain. So, yeah. And I'm still calling him a kitten. He's not a kitten. He just turned a year old. I did a post for his birthday. Because he's now a year old. He's still my baby, I guess. He'll always be my baby. And he's the baby of the house, too. So he'll always be the baby. He's going to be the last one you actually meet. I mean, you've met him dozens of times. He's always shown up. And he just had his birthday video, like I said, so. He's got that. We're getting close here to being... I feel like Kid Up videos are so interesting. I was watching a live of someone doing a Kid Up. They can be interesting. They can be. Now I noticed when someone's live streaming, there's 2 bags of that, live streaming, that they're not talking. It's probably a bit more awkward to talk to yourself. And then I'm like, I'm sitting here literally talking to myself and thinking about all the things that I need to do. I need to apply to just jobs today because I need a job. I need some income somehow. It has really only been 13 minutes. That's weird. All right, $7.93. You have 2 bags too. All right. What else can we talk about? tell me what you think of salespeople, car salespeople, furniture salespeople. I mean, anyone who is getting commission off of you making a purchase. How are you at handling those situations? Like, if I go into a car dealership, forget it. I'm coming out with a new car. And I hate it. I don't know how to say no. And just, I think from now on what I'm going to start doing is just walking out. If they start to get too pushy, just walking out. I know that with car dealerships, though, they'll steal your keys. They did that to me, where they took the car keys to my car. They're like, oh, we're just going to go check out your car. They take your car keys and they leave with them. And then you're like, well, now I can't leave because they took my car keys. They got them. What am I supposed to do? And I do. I feel like every time I've ended up getting a car, like I ended up being pushed into 3 vehicles because of it. One of them, you know, we had to have repossessed. Like, we chose to do that. We chose to have the car repossessed because we knew financially we would never be able to afford it. Because I made the mistake of saying, oh, that's my dream car. Yeah, well, we'll get you into it. Oh, $500 a month. $575 a month. And then they couldn't do anything about it. And then later, they get sued over it. So, because they added that. So when you go into the financing office, finally, and they're financing the car for you, and we had agreed on, I think, $440 a month. Well, the woman added that scratch and dent all around thing and the gap coverage. So it ended up coming up to $575 instead of the $440 that we had talked about. And when I went back, they said, well, you should have said no to that. And I'm like, I couldn't, because she literally just added it. Like, I didn't really say yes or no, I don't think. She just added it. So, yeah, so we ended up having that car repossessed because, but, you know, I will say, when we went back and complained to the dealership, because I actually went back and complained, yes, we had to have that car repossessed, but they got us into another car for $330 a month. So, which was actually, it turned out, a better car with all the bells and whistles. So, you know, like, they did us a good deal in the end. It just, did we have to go through that to get the good deal? Like, couldn't you just, you know, like, realized what we were coming in and needed and not pushed us into a car that we didn't need? You know, like, the first time, like, I will admit, like, one of the 3 cars was definitely my fault. I went to the dealership looking for a new car because my old car was starting to have more problems. And it was pretty much one of those, like, I needed to make repairs on the car at least once or twice a week. And it was starting to cost more in repairs than it was for me to just get a newer vehicle. So when I went, you know, like, but I will say, you know, I said, yes, I can drive a manual car. But when you take me on a test drive and I'm struggling with the car, should you be putting me in that car? Should you continue to sell me that car? Or should you say, you know what, let's take the other car that's not a manual for a test drive and see how that goes? Because there were 2 cars. But no, he continued to push me into that car, even though I was struggling with driving that manual. Yes, I can drive manual. That car was just possessed. What is my mom saying? I don't know. I'm going to have to check that out. My mom just text messaged me and I don't know what it is. I couldn't read it. So, you know, I do feel like the dealership wronged me on that, and they did. They definitely wronged me. There was a lawsuit in this dealership about doing that to people, and I actually got quite a bit of money back from it without having to do anything. I was like, oh, wow. So, you know, it was kind of nice because that was right before we moved, and it really kind of helped out with paying bills and stuff. So that was nice. I was included in that settlement without knowing I was until I got the money for it. And so I went back with the car after having to have the transmission replaced on the car, and told them I had to have the transmission replaced, and now I feel like there's transmission issues again, like there's just something wrong with this car, whether it was possessed or what, I don't know. Things we talk about when we're sitting here. But anyway, they told me there was nothing they could do. I would continue to have to pay for the car, and they would get me into a newer vehicle. So they took the money that I still owed on the car, how much I would get for the car, they took that off, like if I were to sell the car, and they added the rest to the new car that they got me. I love my new car. It was a brand new Jeep Renegade, and I love it. But he brought this one Jeep Renegade up and said, this is your only option. I feel like there had to be other options. It's just, for some reason, they wanted to sell this particular car. Nothing wrong with it. It's been a great car. Haven't had any issues with it, except, you know, the recall on the oil consumption issue that Jeep Renegades went through. That was the only issue we had with it. And they took care of that. So I didn't have to worry about it. But still, like, did I have to go through all of that? Like, couldn't we have just said, look, there's something wrong with this manual. You're struggling with it. Let's put you in the other car that's not a manual. And right from the start, like, I get the guy was Spanish speaking, but he spoke pretty good English. Like, there was no reason for him not to, you know, recognize that. Hey, you know, like, let's not put you in this car. I didn't even have the car that long before I had to have the transmission. We paid to have the transmission replaced too. That's what sucks. We paid the money to have the transmission replaced on the car, and then the dealership wouldn't help us out. Like, bad dealership. Bad dealership. So that just makes me hate dealerships. Don't want. I will say though, when I went with my friend to a, you know, you see them on the side of the road, dealerships, and they have used cars sitting in their lots, and we went to a couple of those together because she needed a car and I drove her, and they didn't push a vehicle on her. Like, they didn't try to force her into a vehicle that she couldn't afford, which was any vehicle at that point. But, you know, they didn't force her into it. And they were pretty nice and understanding. Hey, you want to look, what one do you want to look at? You know, like, we have several options. We can try a couple cars, that sort of thing. They weren't like, you know, like one and done. They were like, you want to try multiple cars? You try multiple cars. Or like, pull up with the car for you and say, hey, this is the car that we're going to give you. You know, like, at least they let her look at the cars in the price point. Like, I do feel like every time I went to, we went to the dealership, like, they didn't do that. We didn't go look at cars. The only time I went and looked at the cars was the first time with the used car. That was the only time we went out into the lot and looked at cars. The rest of the time, they just pulled the cars up and said, this is the car that we have that we can offer you. You Yeah, okay. I don't know. To me, it just seems fishy and weird. Maybe it's just bad experience with car dealerships, but you know what? Now it's been almost done paying. I have 1 year left on paying off the Jeep Renegade, and we've already paid off the other car. So, you know, like, it's been a while because the Jeep, the Renegade, we had to pay an extra long amount of time on. They got us, honestly, I think it was like an 8 year loan on the car. And to keep the cost down. And I'm almost done, so it's good. That's good. I don't really want to go back to paying a car bill after I pay it off, but I know we're gonna have to. Gonna have to at some point. Pay another car bill because you always need a car in the US. You know, my husband comes from the UK, and you can live quite comfortably and happy over there without a car. You can literally live quite comfortably and happily without the need for a car. It's crazy. Over here, you need a car. Like, you literally need a car. Everything is so far away. You end up with a job that's an hour away, even though you're trying for a job that's like 20 minutes down the road. You end up with that job that's an hour away instead, and you're driving and commuting and putting mileage on your car, and we have a messed up, crooked system. We'll just end it with that. Anyway, I feel like I talked about the most random stuff. I should have a plan when I'm coming into these. Maybe I will next week start a true crime episode. We'll pick a true crime episode. I don't know what one to start with. You know, like, I don't want to start with the big boys, so what one to start with? Then I have to do research and stuff, so it'll be interesting. It'll be fun to be prepared for that for next Friday's video. And I'll pick a canvas to do it for a, you know, diamond paint along with me, true crime weekly episode. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Get out of there. Yeah, this actually, except for, you know, a few bags, it hasn't been too horribly staticky. A little bit staticky here and there, but not so bad that I couldn't kit up. I will say one thing about this sickness. Every once in a while, I just get really bad vertigo. And it sucks. Okay. Almost done here. Somebody's in the kitchen. I don't know what they're doing in there. I know it's not my baby. Oh. Okay. Never mind. It's human. It's my husband. Did you just put him on the counter, or did he jump up? It's like, oh. All right. Probably hungry. Should go make breakfast after this. It's only like, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's go make breakfast. Can make lunch. Ooh, grilled cheese sandwiches. That'd be pretty good with soup. What do you think? Got a nod. Grilled cheese sandwiches with soup. That'll be a good breakfast lunch. He works the night shift, so he sleeps in the morning. And yeah. So for him, it's breakfast. For me, it's lunch. 'Cause I've been up Except for when I fell back asleep. Because I fell back asleep this morning. And then the cats woke me up and they said, you're missing something. And I said, what is going on? I looked at the time. It was almost 8 o'clock. My cats eat their breakfast at 6 every morning. And I was like, uh-oh. I'm sorry, guys. Let's go get your breakfast. But they waited until 8 o'clock before they started to say, bite me and complain. So that's good. Anyway, that was the last bag. So that is the end of my kit up for Together We Are Magic. And this is going to be interesting because now it means I have 2 squares kit up again. It's not that I don't like squares. It's just squares tend to take a little bit more time. Let me move this cord out of the way. All right. So here I am, all kit up. And there we are. That is everything. And then I have the top portion here, and we've got the, you know what, these are just coming off anyway. I'm just gonna take them off. You know, I could have used these stickers. Oh well. On the bags. Didn't even think about it. I had stickers here the whole time, and I never needed the other set of baggies that I went and got. There we go. So just like that, everything's together. I can, you know, see this, that this is Together We Are Magic, so I know what kit is in here. When I did the 2 kits in one, I just put this sheet on top before I put the other layer on top of that. So then I'd know which kit was which. So it was really nice and easy because I do have the bigger container of like this. Honestly, I kind of want to get the giant one. You know, like the really big one, just to see how big it is. But for now, I do like these kits. I like these little kits. This particular one I got off of Amazon. It wasn't that expensive. I want to say I spent $12 on this one on sale. So they're not that bad. They're really nice. And like I said, like you can fit everything in here. All that you need, your like this, like we can put this in there. You can put a cover minder in there. You can put your wax in there. And now, and a pen. Here we go. There we go. And the pen. So now I am 100% all set, ready to go. I've got a pen, I've got wax, I've got a tray, I've got a cover minder. Everything that I need is right here in this kit, and that is why I absolutely love these kits. Now, I've had this one for a while. This is one of the first ones that I've gotten, so it doesn't look as pretty anymore as it did when it was brand new, but it still works great, and I think this is probably the 8th kit it's had in it. So it's good. I do hope you have enjoyed watching, and I hope you join me for my next one. I don't know what I'm going to do on Sunday. We'll figure that out as it comes up. Okay. I got a tickle. I had to pause for a second there. My throat was dying. But I hope you have enjoyed, and I look forward to working on this kit for February. And thank you for watching.